Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode number 30 of the Wide World of Geek, where we look at what's new and newsworthy in the world of geek this week. Now, it's been a fairly momentous week in geek. There's not that many stories, though. So, I'm going to hit you with a couple small stories before we talk about the main bit of news. In television news / comic book news / cartoon news, whatever you want to call it, it was revealed that Cartoon Network will be canceling both Young Justice and Green Lantern, the animated series, as of the end of this current season. Now, Young Justice at least has been having an uphill battle. It's one of the best animated shows that we've had in terms of comics. Newsarama, I believe just today, did a top 10 list of their favorite animated comic book series, and Young Justice made it all the way up to like number 4. So, and it was in front of things like Justice League Unlimited and some other pretty heavy hitters. So, Young Justice, I'm really sad to see go. Green Lantern, good riddance. That's my opinion, though. Second small bit of news is DC today decided to come up with a new ad campaign for their April books. And they call this WTF Certified. And their tagline for this is, all their new 52 issues in April will leave readers in a state of shock. And then they go on to give hints at what these cliffhangers might be. One is Booster Gold reappears while an entire team disappears. Another, Pandora battles to the death. Yet another, a close encounter of the Dark Knight kind. They are kind of cryptic, kind of ridiculous. DC also goes on to tell you, hey, if you want more hits, check out all our covers for that month. And some of them are wraparound covers, some of them aren't. And there's a lot of mystery taken away. This, in my opinion, is a horribly poor campaign. If you're so hard up for readers to read your comics, just make them good. You've got a few good books, but you've got a lot of garbage going on right now. Marvel Now, with the stupidest name for a campaign you could think of, has amazing books coming out. All new X-Men, Uncanny Avengers, Avengers Arena, Cable and X-Force, Superior Spider-Man even. These are strong books. These are good stories. They're putting the stories before the idea of, hey, we've got this cool ad campaign. How about you read our books because of it? No, this is, we've got freaking awesome books. Read them. You'll enjoy them. So, I'm not sold by WTF Certified. I'm not sold by DC's New 52. I recently read Flashpoint and thought it was really gimmicky and really just kind of, hey, we don't know what to do here, so reboot. And then if you claim it's not a reboot, DC, just stop. Anyway, those are the two bits of small news. The big news. And this is a piece of news that's highly contested. Not for its accuracy, but for the sheer anger it brings out in some fans, and that is that J.J. Abrams, the creator of shows such as Lost and movies such as the new Star Trek movies, has been confirmed to be the director for at least Star Wars Episode 7. They're probably going to want him to do an entire trilogy. He's already planning on doing a trilogy of Star Trek movies. The second one, Into Darkness, should be coming out this summer. And this is highly contested, for one, because some people don't like J.J. Abrams' style of directing or writing, but mostly because you've got two very separate universes in geekdom. You've got the Trekkies and you've got the Star Wars fanboys. And they don't tend to coexist very well. I myself grew up as a Star Wars fanboy. As a very small child, I would have my mother read to me a book every night that was a Chewbacca Wookiee adventure book. I would watch the Ewok made-for-TV movies every day. Return of the Jedi came out shortly after I was born. I watched the trilogy as a little kid. Star Trek, when I was little, didn't really exist. You had some of the movies coming out, but it was the original cast, and they were a little slower, they were a little more adult-oriented. Next Generation came out, and I loved Next Generation. I watched a lot of it. I enjoyed one of the movies of Next Generation, that being First Contact. I didn't really enjoy any of the others. Voyager was a disappointment. Deep Space Nine to me was too slow, and I'd rather not talk about Enterprise. So my camp is Star Wars, and I even got in arguments with friends in college about who would win in a fight, Worf or Chewbacca. The answer is Chewbacca. He'd rip your arms off and hit you with them. Worf would growl and grow his head or something like that. So even in my life, very competitive, very complex relationship between Trekkies and Star Wars fanboys. So when this information came out, I wanted to get people's opinions, so I posted this on Facebook, just wanting people's thoughts. And I had people that were upset because it was J.J. Abrams, and they were afraid because of things that he did to Star Trek that they thought were against the flavor of that original series. People who love everything J.J. Abrams do and are excited for it. Other people who are just nervous because Disney's doing it. Some random comments that we made about Ewoks. Just go with it. Ewoks are cool, especially if they eat you. The terrifying aspect of these being movies that are following episodes 1 through 3. Now, anyone who is in their late 20s and up, who are Star Wars fans, we are fans of episodes 4 through 6. Episodes 1 through 3 are the devil. Kids, teenagers, love episodes 1 through 3. They don't see anything wrong with Jar Jar Binks. Those of us with a few more years on us, we know the truth. Jar Jar's just a horrifyingly bad character. But the fact that George Lucas is not writing this, he's not directing this, it gives a certain amount of hope that the cliches that were brought up in episodes 1 through 3 won't exist. So I am hopeful for J.J. Abrams. I think he's better suited towards a space fantasy than he is true science fiction, like with Star Trek. He can let his creative juices flow and go wherever he wants because it's a galaxy far, far away. So that's all the news for this week. I do want to bring up one thing. New shows will be starting on this channel starting in 2 days, starting on Friday. I was originally going to be adding 3 shows, a Flashback Friday, a StarCraft Sunday, and a New Game Monday, if you will. But with my work schedule and with everything else going on and trying to find a chance to play games, I'm going to cut it down to 2 new shows. So the Wide World of Geek will still exist on Wednesdays, and we will have what I'm going to call Fry Plays, which I'm going to play whatever game I really feel like playing it on a Friday. I'm starting this Friday with Contra, and I'll probably do that for 2 weeks because it's hilarious to watch me die repeatedly. And then I'll switch off and I'll do some series of games. Halo 4, Batman Arkham Asylum, or Arkham City, Limbo, whatever I feel like playing. Whatever I play because I want to have fun with it. And on Sunday, it's going to be a show that I'm calling Adventures in the Bronze League. This is going to chronicle my trip through the Bronze League of StarCraft 2, showing you guys things that work well in games, things that backfire, bad games, bad cheeses, how to deal with it. Because while people like Day 9 will show you really good games and really amazing strategies and how to do things and how to play properly. And it is a great, great thing. I watch the Day 9 Daily every day, and I learn a lot about how to play StarCraft. But some of those ideas only work if you're in a Masters or Grandmasters League. When you're in the Bronze League, you're dealing with other players who really don't know how to play that well. And they're going to do whatever it takes to win, which sometimes means rushing you with ridiculous things that a Grandmaster would be able to just laugh off, but another Bronze player can freak out about. So we're going to see what happens when things like that happen. There will be episodes where I win, there will be episodes where I lose. But it's going to be a cool learning experience, and you're going to get to see some interesting things happen. So I'm looking forward to these 2 new shows. And I hope you guys will enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them for you. So, until Friday with the first Fry Play, this is Baka, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.